Hi everyone, it's Veronika again. It was actually requested that I do a video on my daily makeup routine, so it's kind of been a highly requested video or post on my blog, so I just decided to finally make this video because I don't think I've ever done a post where I sort of explain the process from start to finish. And it sounds like a lot of products and a lot of steps, but I do go for a more like natural, bring out your best features kind of look. I don't do like smoky eyes or anything like that. This is just really simple, although it doesn't look like it. So the first thing I do is I obviously wash my face before I apply makeup in the morning, and then immediately after that I apply either this is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Moisture. This is for sensitive skin. I really like the sensitive skin formula because it really has like no additives, no nothing. It's just really good if your skin tends to be, if it tends to respond poorly to other products. So really love this. I think it's like $12 for a bottle. And then I've also recently been using the Origin Zero Oil Moisture Lotion. Comes in a bottle like this. And I really like this. It says it has saw, palmetto, and mint. It does smell really minty when you put it on. I like using this on days that I either know I'll have to have my makeup last like all through the night, like if I have an event after work or something, or on days where it's really, really hot and the humidity kind of gets to your skin. I like using it on those days. Step 2 is Urban Decay Primer Potion. Use this every single day. Most life-changing product ever. It really does make a difference in how long your shadow lasts. And then I just literally just apply a dot to each eye. I blend it in with my finger, and then we're good to go. So the next step is concealer, and I have sworn by the MAC. It's called Studio Finish Concealer SPF 35, so that's what it looks like. And then it just comes in a pot like this. This is the best concealer I've ever used. It will literally cover every single flaw, every redness, anything. It will cover it all. I use this just especially around my nose, around the corners of my mouth, and then if I have a blemish, that's really the areas that I focus on with this concealer. And I use the Sigma SS 190 brush to apply it, and actually this brush is completely falling apart. I don't know, all my other Sigma brushes have kind of stood the test of time, but this one is like completely falling apart. But it's actually a foundation brush, but I like to use it for concealer because you can kind of just get it on bigger areas and really blend it out nicely, and it just creates sort of that airbrush look. And then I also have the Sigma SS 194, which is an actual concealer brush. And I use this if I have like a smaller spot to cover or a blemish or something like that, and then I'll just pat it in with my finger. So once my concealer's all finished, the next step is that I use my MAC Studio Fix foundation. It's a powder, so it looks like that. And then I apply that with a MAC 150 brush. It's just the big fluffy powder brush. Really love this brush, and I literally just apply it all over my face and neck. Everywhere, even like you have to blend it out to your ears even. You just want to make sure it's really even. And just for reference, my color is C3. So powder, whole face. I don't skip any areas. I just do a light dusting on the whole face. The next step after doing the powder on my face is to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. It looks like that. And I have this in the color... it's called Brightener, so it's number 60, and it's like it's a light pink shade, and that really just helps brighten up your under eye area because I don't use any other types of concealers or makeup products under my eyes. I just use this, and it really makes such a difference. I'll do like a quick swatch of it, kind of do it darker. So as you can see, it is that light pink color, and I literally just I put it on straight from, I apply it straight from the container, just put one swipe under each eye. And then I use a Sigma SS 224 blending brush. This is actually an eyeshadow blending brush, but I just use it for under my eye because it's really soft and easy to work with, and I just blend it out under my eye. And then I use the same brush for the next step, which is I apply it all over my lid. I don't wear eyeshadow like you know how like some people do like 4 shades of eyeshadow and there's lots of blending. I don't do that on the day-to-day. The only color I wear is Blank Type by MAC. Looks like this. It's literally like an all over lid color that's just really neutral, and it kind of just neutralizes your whole eye area and once again makes it bright because it is that creamy like off-white color. And I use the same Sigma brush that I use for the Maybelline Age Rewind. I just dip it in here and do a little eyeshadow on each eye. Next step after that is curling my lashes. I use the Shu Yurma, or I'm never sure how to say it, but I use her lash curler, and I heat it with my hairdryer for about 7 seconds, and then I'll curl each lash, and then I move to my next step. But definitely heat it with your lash curler, and the trick to that, definitely heat your lash curler with a hairdryer, and the trick to doing it correctly is you want to blow it for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then I always put it in my hand like this to make sure it's not too hot. And if it is too hot, you just wait a couple seconds for it to cool down. So always grab it, like I put my whole hand around it just to make sure it's not too hot, because you don't want to burn that delicate eye area. So after I'm done curling my lashes, I take my Benefit Eye Bright pencil, and it may seem like overkill because I already used the Maybelline product under my eye to brighten, but I really enjoy using the Eye Bright just in the corners, the inner corners of my eye, and then directly underneath my lash line, and I end up putting eyeshadow over what I do with the Benefit Eye Bright, but it just gives a further brightness that you can't get with any other product. So inner corners and then under, and then I use my finger to just blend it all out. So after I apply the Benefit Eye Bright, the next step is to do my lower lash liner. I line my lower lashes every single day, and I use eyeshadow instead of liquid or pencil or gel liner. I just think it lasts really long and it looks a lot softer and more blended. And right now, so this is my palette of MAC eyeshadows that I typically use under the eye area, and my favorite ones are the charcoal brown, and then one called, I think this one is Brun. And I use a MAC 208 slanted eyeliner brush, and I just dip it in and I literally just pat it into my lower lash line, getting it as close to that lash line as possible. So I'll line each eye with that. And then the next step is for my top lid. I use a Sigma SS209 brush to line my top lid. It's that real pointed liner brush. And then I dip that in MAC's Dip Down Gel Liner. So it's just a super nice dark brown, rich color. And then I just try to get that line as close to my upper lash line as possible. So I really just get the brush in there, and I really focus on just getting it just at the base of the lashes. Like, I don't want a big thick line. I just want it to enhance the thickness of my lashes, and by doing a thin line at the base of your lashes, it does make them appear thicker. The next step after that is, so that's basically most of my eyes done. I don't apply mascara till the end. So the next step is I use NARS Laguna bronzer, looks like this. And I use just a Sephora brand Kabuki brush. And then when I apply bronzer, I just do it kind of like at the temples, and then down each side of my nose, down my neck a little bit to blend it, and then I do it on each cheekbone. And then sometimes, like whatever's left, I do a little bit on my chin. So basically, you kind of cover your whole face, but you are strategically applying it in areas where the sun would hit you. And NARS Laguna bronzer, by the way, is the best one I've ever found. So if I ever find anything better, I will report back, but I really love that one. And then the next step is I fill in my eyebrows. I have pretty thick eyebrows naturally, but they're a little bit sparse in some areas. So I use the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Medium Ash, Medium Brown Brow Powder Duo. And it just comes in a little thing like this. And then I use it with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills brush, which looks like this. And basically you just dip your brush in, and I kind of mix both shades because I'm kind of in between both, so I mix them, and then I just fill in my brows wherever they're looking sparse, and sometimes I'll extend them out a little more because one tends to be shorter than the other. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's the truth. And then my next step after that is that I would apply my blush, and I'm Bobbi Brown Peony blush. It's a really bright pink. It's kind of like, I hate to say this because it sounds really dorky, but it's my signature color. Like, I wear it every single day. I mean, I own other blushes, and I always try to convince myself that I'll love another blush. But when it comes down to it, 98% of the time, I'm wearing Peony by Bobbi Brown. It just really warms up my skin. It gives my cheeks that nice pink glow, and it is a bright pink, but when you put it on, it's not like alarmingly pink. And then to apply that, I use the Sigma SS168 brush. You can see it's like completely pink from how much I use it. Even when I clean it, the pink doesn't come off. And then I just do that on the apples of my cheeks. So I kind of do like a little smile, and then I just put it on the apples of my cheeks. And then sometimes I'll go over it again with my MAC 150 powder brush. Like once my whole face is done and all the powders are like blended together, I'll just kind of go over it sometimes to just really blend everything out and make everything seamless. So then the next step is mascara. I don't know why I wait till the end to do this. I guess just because if I put mascara on and then I'm like using a powder brush on my face, I'm like afraid that I'm gonna hit my lashes and it's gonna go everywhere, even though I use waterproof. But the mascara that I use 99% of the time is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in waterproof. Just comes in the orange tube. And this is honestly the best mascara I've ever used. Like I've tried so many brands, nothing makes my lashes look as thick and voluminous and long as this one, and it's a drugstore brand, so yay to that. And then on my lower lashes, I actually use, there's two. I either use Dior Show Iconic Extreme, or I use the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, which is made to do your bottom lashes. I like the formula of the Dior better, but I like the brush on the Clinique better because it's easier to work with. So maybe I should like dip the Clinique brush into the Dior and see what happens. But so I like those. And then the final step is lip gloss. And this is the Lorac Couture Shine Lip Gloss, and the color is called Haute, like Haute Couture. So it's this beautiful pink color, and I actually have it on right now. And in my last video, a lot of people had asked what I was wearing on my lips or what I'm wearing in my blog pictures. This is it, ladies. This is the best pink shade I've ever found. In fact, I've gone to MAC and all kinds of other beauty counters trying to find a lip gloss that is this exact color, just in case they ever discontinued it. I'd have like a backup, but I haven't been able to find anything that exactly matches it. So again, it's Lorac Couture Shine in the color Haute. I think it retails for about $22, but I've honestly had this for more than a year and I'm not even close to finishing it. So this color is beautiful. I just put a little on my lips, I blend it out with my finger, and that really just completes the look. That's it. That's my whole makeup routine from start to finish. Those are the products I use every single day. You know, like I said, I'm not really one of those people that likes to switch it up a lot. I mean, once in a while I'll try a new product or add something in, or if I'm going out I'll do, you know, more dramatic eyes. But day to day, this is just my favorite makeup routine that makes me feel polished and makes me feel like, you know, I'm ready for the day. And then just as a side note, I do like to sometimes use highlighter on my cheekbones for the evening. And then one of the products I like to use for that is Benefit's High Beam. And then I also really like the NARS Albatross highlighter. And then there's a product by MAC. It's a loose powder called Silver Dusk, which I also really like. And then as far as eyeliners, I did say I use the MAC Dip Down, and probably 75% of the time I'll use Dip Down. And then the other ones I love are the, so Bobbi Brown makes amazing gel liners, and I like the Black Plum ink. This one's called Forest Shimmer ink, and then I have one called Black Mauve Shimmer ink. So I really like all of those. If I had to choose between MAC and Bobbi Brown, I don't know that I could make a choice. I think they both make great gel liners. It just depends on what color you want. I always tend to go for a brown shade that's a really dark brown, or a brown with purple undertones, or brown with green undertones. So just go with whichever color kind of suits your features the best. So I guess that's everything. That's my makeup routine from start to finish. That's all the products I use on a daily basis. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. So thanks for watching, and I hope everyone had a great weekend. Bye.